Ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge blessing. We found it. After about 30 minutes of walking around in the woods and watching the tape seat try to figure out where it landed at, or it didn't land, where it crashed at, we found it. So this is a DJI Mini 2. So we have the 2-year warranty on it, and it's like if you wreck it and they have to send you a new one, it's like 80 bucks or whatever. Right there, see where it's cracked out and compare it to the other side? It looks like it broke this back arm right here. We hire all of our fertilizer being spread this year just because we don't own a fertilizer spreader. And at the place where we buy it, we can get the little buggies to pull around with the tractor and spread it. But by the time it's like a 35-minute drive to go get it, and you can only drive 40 miles an hour with those things max. So after you add in all that, having to go and get it and come back and hook it up and set the rate and get fertilizer out here, it's just as easy to pay them to come and do it. That thing's got an air ride suspension system on it. I mean, that guy is flying like 20 miles an hour down through there. He's got some good suspension, because trust me, some of these fields have some big ditches and holes in them. And he's flying through it like he's done it his whole life, which he probably has. If we were in the 1486 going that fast, we'd lose our front axle. Back, YouTube. So the other day you saw us disc those fields over in the distance over there. We're going to take and run this double Harrow over them to sort of fluff it up and break up some of the clods that was left, because that was the fields that stay wet, and so we were trying to dry it out before we plant it. Those of you that's never rode in a 86 series international tractor, that's what it's like. But that tractor makes it rough. You gotta hang on, especially that being an open cab. You almost need a seat belt on, you may get thrown out. But the other one took to the sprayer. It's a little bit better with duals, but when it hits hard. Look, this ground isn't awful, and so this is where we disc the ground up the other day. You see some of the clods in it and stuff, and so the majority of people will pull that Harrow behind their disc as they go along. Our tractor won't handle both of them, so we have to make double passes. So we went from those clods over there to this. A little bit, everything sort of broke down, chunked up. Gonna be a nice seed bed down in there. Today I had to go to my day job, and him behind me got to stay home. And you enjoyed your adventures with learning how to operate a GoPro, because sometimes they do freeze up, we will admit that, but I've found you have to pull the battery out and put it back in and it'll work again. So you've learned your lesson on the GoPro. He's gone spraying today and got to do all the fun stuff while I had to go to my day job, right?
Yeah, if you call it that.
My day job sucks. It's so boring. But on top of planting, spraying, fertilizer, and all this nice row crop stuff we have going on, we also have chicken selling. We sold 2 barns of chickens today, so we're headed down to get the pulverizer and the 75C and the windrower and the New Holland, all that stuff going. Point I'm getting to is I'm going to try my absolute best with the consistency of 2 videos a week, but I'm not making any promises. You know what they say, right? You better carry your parts and tears with you, because you'll leave them all behind if you don't, because she's broken. So most of the time, when an implement like the windrower runs at the PTO shaft, right here is part of that PTO shaft. This is the piece that connects to the tractor, and the tractor has a shaft coming out of it that turns, that rotates this. Here is another piece of the PTO shaft. This is what we call the front half of the shaft. It slides onto the back half of the shaft, so that way when you're using the implement, it gives way and it doesn't cram or bind. That right there is the back half of the shaft, which would be the third piece of the PTO shaft. So the back half of the PTO shaft and the front half of the PTO shaft is completely normal. What's not normal is this piece right here. As you can see, there's supposed to be a U-joint right there, which then connects it to the front half of the shaft. That U-joint decided it was going to play hide and seek and disappear, and we can't find it. Therefore, resulting in there's no way that the windrower can work without a PTO shaft. So, it's broken. We kind of need it. Any words of your wisdom?
Well, fairly greased. It's just one of those wear parts, especially running in a litter.
It couldn't have came apart during the off season.
Well, that's sort of one of them things. You only use it when you use it. See, that's going to be a problem for later on, when those U-joints do go out.
Better get the torch out.
Or, see, that guy usually, if he has the U-joints, he'll put them in for you.
Looks like this tractor worked hard today. Sprayed most of the acres today. And of course, with my lovely day job, y'all didn't get to see it. So if you know what my day job is, or you help me at my day job, or work over me, be the right term, then give me some slack. I got a lot going on. I'm gonna grab the camera that supposedly froze up. So he said, oh, there you are right there. Grab you, mister. Were you having issues today? I tell you what, some people's cameras. How'd you guys get in here? Look, your video right there just got wrapped up there at the tractor grabbing the GoPro that froze up. Don't worry, the footage was fine. I think the battery just died. But obviously you missed the day's worth of spraying, but don't worry, there'll be plenty more chances. We spray the most amount of times that we're in the field, we are spraying the most out of any. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Basically, we spray more than we do anything else. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope that you enjoy it. Thank you on the last video. We got over 2,500 views on it. Gained a bunch of subscribers. Got over 500 subscribers. So let's keep that ball rolling. I know we can be there all the time. I feel confident in my ability to make and produce videos that 2,500 views is a good stepping stone, but we can be way bigger than that. I'd appreciate if you guys help me get to that point someday. I know it'll take a while and it'll take a lot of work and commitment, but hopefully one day we can grow to be the next Chet Larson or Millennial Farmer. But it's all in God's timing and plan, so we'll see what He has planned for me in this YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching. Hope they enjoy it. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.